Hello, everybody. My name is Eric D. Johnson, also known as BrightShine. I'm right here in the city of Memphis. It's in the county sheriff. It's in the state of Tennessee. And today's date is Sunday evening, August the 31st, 2025. Time 11 o'clock p.m. First, I'm going to say thank you to my fans, my supporters, for your continued courage and support. I'll continue to keep myself employed in the Memphis tri-state area. And I'll continue to further my education by going back to school, trying to earn my associate's degree in being administrative contract and marketing. But I took a break in going to school at this present time. I took a break in going to school. In the future, I'm going to go back to school, earn my associate's degree in being administrative contract and marketing, as well as other degrees. Now, what I'm going to do right now, I'm going to start my Facebook Live. Hello, everybody. My name is Eric D. Johnson, also known as BrightShine, right here in the city of Memphis. It's in the county sheriff. It's in the state of Tennessee. And today's date is Sunday evening, August the 31st, 2025. Time 11:02 p.m. First, say thank you to my fans, my supporters, for your continued courage and support. I'll continue to keep myself employed in the Memphis tri-state area. And I'll continue to further my education by going back to school, studying business administrative contract and marketing. Now at this present time, I took a break from going to school, but in the future, I do intend to go back to continue my education and earn my associate's degree in business administrative contract and marketing, as well as other degrees. Now, like I said, this is Sunday evening, because usually I've been making my video because I had an opportunity to be off, and so usually I've been making my video Sunday morning, Sunday afternoon, once I get myself together and everything. But on today, one of those rare occasions, very rare, that I started my video a little bit later than what I intended. No, I didn't intend to start my video at this time. I admit I didn't manage my time because, now let me first say this. This is Labor Day weekend. But let me first start my video off right. I want to thank my Lord and Savior Jesus Christ, the Son of God, for all the blessings that He has blessed myself as well as all of us with. I want to thank my Lord and Savior Jesus Christ, Son of God, for all the help that He provides myself as well as all of us with. I pray to my Lord and Savior Jesus Christ, Son of God, about these natural disasters, as well as about wars that are being fought. And so, like I said, I want to make sure I start my video out right now. I'm going to say this. At the very beginning of my video, I do not intend to be long, because like I said, it's Labor Day weekend. Today is Sunday. It's been about another few minutes. About 55 more minutes. It's going to be 12 o'clock. So let me give an explanation. It's Labor Day weekend. I've been off, fortunate to be working, and then had a Labor Day weekend off. So I'm gonna be honest, like anybody, I like to watch, television. So I'm going to admit it. Kind of lost track of time over the weekend. I haven't managed my time wisely because I, enjoying my weekend, enjoying having the weekend off and everything. And And so I have a streaming service. You know, that's the day. You know, back in the day, I had cable when I was growing up. Like I mentioned once before, you know, when I was growing up here in this house, we had cable and everything, you know. But we live in a different day and time. Still got cable, but now got streaming service. So now I got Peacock. I don't know what kind of streaming service you have, but I have Peacock. So I'm gonna admit I haven't managed my time wisely because I got caught up in Peacock. You know, watching television. You know, watching different programs and different things, and just didn't manage my time. I'm just gonna be honest. So, but I'm gonna be honest. I'm gonna also say this on today's video. I'm not gonna be no more than 30 minutes. You know, because like I said, I got Peacock. I got some more television to watch. You know, I'm just gonna be honest. I'm not gonna be not gonna past 30 minutes. It's already been about 6. I'm watching. I got the YouTube. It got the clock on it, so I'm watching the clock. I can't go past 30 minutes. Then I gotta give me something to eat too. So, and the oven. I got the oven on, so I can't sit here. I got the oven on. I can't sit here. I can't. Not with the oven on, because it's gonna get hot. Like the air conditioner coming in on. Then I got the oven on, so I can't sit here. So I just might well be honest. I can't sit here. I got the oven on because I got to fix me something to eat. And like I say, hey, I got Peacock and whatever streaming service you may have. You know what I'm saying? But hey, it's the Labor Day weekend. I can sit down and catch me a movie tonight, and then tomorrow I got some things, some activities and things. But tomorrow morning, when I get up in the morning, got Peacock. I already got my schedule tomorrow morning because by the time afternoon comes, I already got some activities because of Labor Day. Hey, I'm off, but tomorrow morning I'm just gonna say, you know, I'm gonna get one in tonight, and then tomorrow morning when I wake up, get myself together, eat breakfast, and while I'm eating breakfast and just sitting around, I got Peacock. I'm gonna catch a movie. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna catch a movie, a movie or two. You know, like one of them animated like Madagascar 1 and 2. You know, hey. But like I said, like I'm not finna be here. I'm not finna be paying 30 minutes on today's video. But I still wanted to make my video. It wasn't my intent to start this late, but still, you know. And you know, on my previous video, like I said, we've been talking about prehistoric religion, and as you know, prehistoric religion and traditional ancient African religion, and we're gonna be doing that indefinitely. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah. But like I said, hey, I'm just gonna take this little time. I really ain't finna go too in depth or anything. I really want, like I said, it's Labor Day weekend and things, you know, things. Then I got caught up in watching television, so you know, I took the opportunity to be off, and then when I was like, man, I got Peacock, man. I need to take time, cause you know, I'm gonna be honest. You know, sometimes during the weekdays. Just being honest, you know, sometimes I be sleepy, you know, I go to work, then get off. By the time I get off work, sometimes I be too sleepy. By the time I get to take my shoes off, and you know how it is, man, you take your shoes off and you sit down and you mess around, sit down, you don't intend to doze off, and the next thing I know, I done dozed off. Next thing I'm looking around, I'm like, man, what time is it? It's like 8 o'clock or something. I done dozed off. And then I be like, man, and then I just be sitting there and be like, next thing I look around, I done sat there again. It's like the news, you know, I don't really just take the time to put emphasis on my streaming service, Peacock. Even though I got it and, you know, I paid for it. On the day, like days when I do be out, I try to get something in. Like this weekend, like I had a chance to catch a couple of movies or little series I like to watch or whatever I catch on. And then, you know, I was finally had a chance to actually sit down and catch Unsung. You know, I be like Unsung, you know, got a little emotional and everything. Got, you know, had to take a deep breath and everything. But, you know, I had a chance to sit down and watch Unsung. So, you know. But, I mean, you know, that's the nice thing about having, I mean, you know, the streaming service and everything. They be having a lot of, you know, animated movies and everything. You be like a grown person. But, man, sometimes them animated movies, they be entertaining, you know. They be like, you know. Because, I mean, you know, they still deal with issues that any and everybody can relate to. So, you know, ain't no harm, no foul. But I think it's a good, you know, it's a good thing. I don't mind paying for my service, you know. And I mean, you know, pretty good. I mean, you know, just to be able to just watch a variety of television programs, you know. So, like I said, I don't expect me to be past. Let me see, it's been almost 15 minutes, about 12 minutes now. So after 30 minutes, like I said, I got the oven on, so I can't sit here long because it's gonna start, you know, it's gonna start getting hot, and I can't be sitting here like that. Then my air conditioner, so no, I can't sit here with the oven on now. But that's my main thing, you know. Being able to, you know, because like I said, during the weekdays, sometimes it be kind of hard for me to sit. I can't even sit down and watch regular TV, let alone try to plan on trying to catch something. And then another good thing about streaming service, they have sports. You know, they have the sports. They have sports, you know. And so, I mean, you know, WWE and all that kind of stuff be on my service now. I don't have Netflix or some of these other ones. So, you know. But I still, you know, I'm alright. I'm alright with Peacock, you know. Because, I mean, you know, the program is pretty good, you know. And so, like I said, so that's real. I'm just gonna be honest. That really would throw my timing off. I'm just gonna be honest. I'm just gonna go ahead and be honest and go and fess up that I was caught up in Peacock. You know, I had said I'm gonna do this and I'm gonna do that on Friday. Man, by the time I got home, went to the grocery store and came on back. That was because first of all, Friday I dozed off because I had already went to work Friday, and then came on back to the house and went on to the grocery store, whatever. But I dozed off. That kind of threw my time off. So, you know. But, sir, like I said, you know, watching Peacock, that what throw me off. So I'm just going to own up to it and just admit that the reason why I'm starting my video at 11 o'clock in the evening instead of earlier, Peacock. I was too caught up in being able to have some time off on Labor Day, and I got me caught up in watching television. I admit it. I just admit it. You know, hey, you know. And once I got into it, once I actually got relaxed, that was all she wrote, man. Cause I was up. I was on Saturday night, early Sunday morning, Peacock. So I you know, I admit it. I got caught up in the Peacock and then woke up on Sunday morning, still intent, but I was like, man, I'm too far behind. I'm too far behind, and might well wait till later, you know. So, like I said, I can't be here. It's already starting, man. I got the oven on, trying to fix me something to eat, and I can't. What time is it? About 15 more minutes. I'm gonna have to cut this short because I'm already starting to feel little sweat beads on my forehead. I'm like, man, but it's, you know, ain't no harm, no foul, man. You know. And then Labor Day, hey, let me have some time off. You know, let me get some time off. So, you know, I'm gonna take this time off. I'm paying for this streaming service. I might well get my money's worth. Get my money's worth on my streaming service, you know. But like I said, been talking about prehistoric religion. It's gonna be in traditional, ancient African religion indefinitely. Indefinitely. You know, gonna be having this conversation, this discussion indefinitely. So, you know. But like I said, I'm you know, don't expect me to do anything. No, I just want to make sure I made my video, but I'm not gonna be past 30 minutes. Like I said, I got the oven on right now, so it ain't nothing that I'm really gonna be doing. Just doing what I'm doing, just rambling on. Shoot. You know, to be too, cause I can't even concentrate right now. I got the oven on. Now the air conditioner it ain't cutting back on, so I'm like, man. But like I said, I got caught up in Peacock, so I'm still caught up. So, you know, my mind on something. My mind really ain't on. I'm sitting there. I'm like, man, I don't spend the time on it. I could be already watching my movie, man. I'm like, man, you see how my mind ain't on nothing else but on Peacock right now. So it ain't no need me even trying to pretend like, you know, because just as soon as I end this video, I'm going to be right back in there with the remote control and turn the TV back on and worrying about what movie I'm finna watch. So, oh boy. But I mean, like I said, you know, I got caught up. I, you know, had a chance to sit down and watch Unsung and everything. Got all, you know, you know, hearing about other people's issues and things like that. But, you know, sometimes, you know, you can learn, you know, like, you know, things you reflect on certain things. A lot of things people go through. Other people, you be surprised. You be like, man, I can relate to what you're talking about, because in general, you know, generally, you know, people still do the same. You know, people lie. You know, people steal, cheat. You know, have sex. You know, people then. Well, I ain't no drug, you know, use or nothing like that. I ain't never abused alcohol. I didn't drink alcohol. But, you know, it's a lot of the things people talk about. I don't think you should take it like it's unique. Like it's something that's unique just to you. You know, based on you watching other people talk about their life story, you know what I'm saying? And the ups and downs that person goes, man, we all have ups and downs, you know. We done all made choices and decisions. Some choices and decisions, you know, may have been, you know, some choices and decisions they, you know, if you didn't get you killed, if you didn't die, man got you in trouble with the law or whatever, or got you in financial debt or whatever, but you find out that your story ain't too unique than anybody else. A lot of people can relate and be like, man, I done been through the same thing, you know what I'm saying? I done been through the same situation, or, so, but, like I said, the whole thing that I did this weekend was just, sometimes during the weekday, I really just, be going to work, and then by the time I get back to the house, man, I be sleeping. Cause sometimes, I work more than 8. Even when I work them 8, sometimes you just be like, I sit down, I end up, so I can't really just focus on trying to watch a movie, because movies be more than an hour long, so but when I get on weekend, sometimes even on the weekend, sometimes it can be kind of, because I'm really trying to get ready for the Monday. And really what sometimes your weekend be like almost a work day, because you spend most of the time, trying to get yourself ready to go back to work. You really do. Because you got to do laundry and got to little house cleaning and stuff. And so, and all them other errands that you have to do. Sometimes people go to church and whatever. Me, I ain't, but all these other various activities and all this, but like I said, when it came to the Labor Day weekend, I had this plan and that plan and this and that, but things didn't actually go as I planned. So like I said, that's the reason why I'm sitting here rambling on. Basically, I'm just letting time pass by. Because to be honest, my mind is on Peacock. I'm just going to be honest. I'm sitting there right now just waiting, watching the clock. About a few more minutes, I'm just going to cut it. Then I got the oven on, so I already know I wasn't going to be able to sit here. I got the oven on. Got to fix me something to eat. But, then another reason why, when I started my video, because I kind of caught the local news. And then when I had to wait for the local news to go off for me to actually start my video. So, at least I wasn't in the local news. I can say that. It wasn't about me. I wasn't in the local news. I'm glad of that. But like I said, man, it's Labor Day weekend, and enjoy your weekend or whatever. I'm trying to enjoy mine. Like I said, that was really part of my enjoying my Labor Day weekend, was just enjoy the time I had to be off and really take the opportunity to enjoy my streaming service and just be able to watch movies, watch movies or whatever I want to watch, It's a lot of, interesting programs and everything. So, because, Peacock got WWE on it. So, only thing about Peacock is with the WWE, what they'll do, just like when Monday comes, I can't watch this Monday until next Monday. Just like Friday night, I can't actually watch on that day. But when next week comes, I'll be able to watch this week, and with everything else, SummerSlam and what WrestleMania, all that. So sometimes I be able to go back and watch, all that, and like I said, they got all these other sports, like, football, basketball, and then, I get into me. I don't know, I'm one of them, guys that I like to watch the other football, what we call soccer here in the United States of America. I be, when I have time, man, I get into that football. Oh yeah, like Major League Soccer and with the Premier League. Oh yeah. I sit there. Oh yeah. Now that I will get in that. Now golf, it's a little slow. It ain't like I got nothing against golf. It's just it's like it's slow. But I mean, if you sit there and understand it, but to actually sit there and watch it, me, I mean, that'll be the only reason I'll be like, man, it's kind of slow. That's about all I can say. But like, it's kind of slow, And then when it comes to auto racing, I watch auto racing sometimes. I mean, I ain't gonna say it's not exciting, but it can be, because I mean, they driving fast. They driving fast, 200 something, But I mean, on my streaming service, so I can watch all the sports. They got sports, so I'm alright, man. I'm cool, If I can get sports, hey, I'm cool, man. I'm alright. Hey, I'm super. And so, and then I'm gonna tell you something. I'm gonna be saying something else, man. Sanford Sun. Every now and then I watch Sanford Sun on my streaming service. Then they got what? They got all them others like Martin and all that, all that. And then they got the old ones. They got the old Beverly Hillbillies and all that. So, like I said, Peacock, it's just during the weekdays. Sometimes I just don't, by the time I get out of work, I don't have, it ain't that I want to watch. It's just, it's kind of hard for me to keep my eyes open. So I have to actually sit around and, okay, yeah, and wait for the weekend, But I mean, that's the only reason, So, like I said, it's almost a couple minutes. I done rambled on. I've been rambling on about nothing. Actually spent 30 minutes talking about Peacock. Like it's some kind of marketing program. In one of these, testing the product and all this. Boy, oh boy. Man, I'm starting, man. I know I won't go back and say I'm starting. Woo. Little sweat beads. I got that oven on. Man. But it's about that time. Oh yeah. It's about that time. But I thank my Lord and Savior Jesus Christ, Son of God, for all the blessings and the guides He provides us all with. I continue to pray. Let's all continue to pray about these natural disasters. And continue to pray about wars that are being fought, that we can end all these wars, that there be peace. And then another thing, help us with our health. Mental health, physical health, all these, help us with all these sicknesses and illnesses, And so, and by it being Labor Day weekend, I hope and pray that any and everybody have a safe and happy Labor Day holiday, and just be happy and be safe. Be safe. And I'm gonna come back on my next video, and like I said, we're gonna pick right back up on prehistoric religion, traditional, ancient African religion indefinitely. And when saying that, the natural sciences, math. Now, when it comes to math, I'll be the first one to admit that wasn't one of my strongest subjects. But, it's not like, it ain't nothing that we can't talk about math. Because math is math. So, we're going to be talking about it indefinitely anyway. So, we're going to take it and we're going to have fun with the math and everything. But, I'm going to be the first one to admit, I'm not going to sit here and like we're at the drawing board or whatever. We'll talk about it and we might give an example. And that's about as far, because you can go to the library on your own time and you can make up all the little math problems on your own. You can do a lot of things you can do on your own. Don't sit around and wait on Eric to do any and everything. Now, I might do a little example or whatever, just to give you, get you in, get your mind, that prehistoric religion, traditional, ancient African religion, dealing with natural sciences. And then natural sciences, is life sciences and physical sciences. Math. So like I said, man, it's time for me to end this video. I got the oven on, and it's time for me to go watch Peacock. So, again, my name is Eric D. Johnson, also known as BrightShine. I live right here in the city of Memphis. It's in the county sheriff. It's in the state of Tennessee. And thank my family, my support for your continued courage support. And like I said, I want to say again, thank my Lord and Savior Jesus Christ, Son of God, for all the blessings and the guidance He provides us all with. And enjoy your Labor Day weekend. I'm still trying to enjoy my Labor Day weekend. And so, you be safe and be happy. And until next time, take care of yourself. And I wish each and every one of you the very best.